Hey, just doing rotors and pads on the Z32. It's been a while since I posted, but I had a dirt bike that I traded for an S10. And then I traded the S10 for this. It's just a 1990 NA 300ZX. 148,000 miles, 5-speed. Nothing special, but it slides. So, oh, did I just break my? Damn. But yeah, interior is all right. I have the seat missing, and I pulled out the center console because the previous owner, he liked to go boony cruising, whatever the hell that means. So this thing is just caked in like dirt. And I've been cleaning it for like a week straight, and it's still this dirty. You can see just all the dirt. It's kind of a shame because this car is really not that bad. So yeah, 148 or 149, I guess I rolled 148. I don't know when. I did this peg extension. I got that idea from Mr. Taylor Ray. Interior is not too bad, like I said, but yeah. It's funny, I actually have the passenger seat in the driver's spot because the driver's seat is stuck like this. So it's an electric chair and it won't go back up. And that's just really annoying. So right now I'm just taking off all the wheels and tires. And rotors and pads is not hard, but I do have to pretty much take apart the entire assembly. So yeah, all right, I'm gonna do the rears first. So just 2 bolts right there, and right there. This guy. So go ahead and break those loose, pull the caliper off. And you don't have to do this if you're just replacing the pads. If you're just replacing the pads, you take this clip out, and then these Phillips, and then pads slide out, throw the pads back in, etc., etc. Just keep tapping. Should slide right off. Yeah, heavy. Alright. And then and it should be pretty obvious, but always make sure that you're putting the rears on the rears and the fronts on the fronts, because with many other things I've put them on backwards or just not on the proper way. You're gonna take your new rotors, make sure to get the little plug. I don't know if all cars have these. I know Z's do. 300ZX is that little guy. Just stuff them in. There. Should just slide right off. Adjust the brake shoes. I also need to get new brake shoes. These are a little bit shot. To adjust the brake shoes, there's a little star on the bottom, and you just click it down to go out, click it up to push these in. This is the e-brake brakes, and they work like drum brakes. So yeah, I'm gonna do that real quick and then throw the rotors and pads and the calipers back on. Rotor on and the new pads in, and everything's just kind of finger tight right now, but this is how it looks. It looks really good compared to that old nasty thing. I got these from E-Line Concepts or R1 Concepts. It's one of the two. It's just like they're not expensive. They were like 240 bucks for all 4, and the pads are just like mid-grade pads, nothing crazy, but as long as it doesn't shake when I brake, that's really all just trying to fix right now. So, but I guess they look good too, so that's good. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side, and then I'll show the fronts, and then yeah. I tried using the impact and it wouldn't even budge, so yeah. But we got both sides all loosened up, so now we're gonna take the caliper off, pull off the rotor, throw the pads in, put the caliper back on, and then it should be good to go. But I got all the rears buttoned up. They look really, really good. I'm happy. I just hope they perform as good as they look. Yeah. Alrighty, so got the front on, front driver's side, and it looks really good. If only I could, I'm probably gonna find a shop that can disassemble the calipers for me, because my dad can actually powder coat them for me. So I'll probably have that happen in the near future if I can find a decent shop for not a ridiculous price, even though I don't think it would be ridiculous if they just took the calipers apart. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and start on the other side, and I'll kind of document this a little bit better, because I just wanted to get a feel for how to do it on the fronts. So it didn't take me 10 years, because I had a little bit of trouble trying to finagle the bottom bolt in on the other side because of these metal brake lines. These are kind of annoying, because if you kink them, you're basically f***ed. Oh, that's nice. The previous owner didn't care to take off the wheels when he plasti dipped them. Ah, that's annoying. Alright, so I already loosened them up. Like I said, they were kind of giving me trouble. I had to go back and forth on them. Let's see what I did. Get something to support that caliper, because it's not a rubber line, so it'll just bend and kink. To move the camera back. This is also kind of tricky. Watching me do this. Pop these out. Might have to deal with pliers. Little clip comes out that just holds these bolts. They're not even screws, because they don't have threads. They just sit in there and support the pads. Sorry, I had to think about what I was saying. All right, so you just pull these. They just come straight out. That clip comes off, just unhooks. Hope you guys can see this. Yeah, cool. They just slide out pretty easily. I'm not gonna put NICs on these ones because they weren't any trouble. And then the brake pads should just come out. I thought one wasn't in there. That would have been awkward. That's why it's shaking when I brake. So yeah, once you get that off, pull the pads out, start smacking your rotor with a rubber mallet, and then that should pop off. Throw the new one on, and then since you gotta clamp the pistons so they don't, it's just easier to get the pads in, because you won't be able to get the pads in if you don't clamp the pistons. I'm just using one of these. I'm sure it's not the right tool, but I'm gonna use it anyways because it's been working for me. Yes. Okay. The pistons down. You kind of have to do it a couple times on each one because it's a 4-piston caliper. Shout out Nissan, 1990. Best brakes. Just kidding, I don't know. First, after he keeps smacking it, you'll notice it kind of shifts and it'll just slide right off. And then you get your new one. You slide your new one on. And it's going to be kind of difficult because it's going to do this. So this is when it gets kind of tricky because you have to clamp the pistons, finagle the caliper back in place without kinking your brake line. All right, So I got it all back together. I was having trouble with the main caliper bolts, just because it's so difficult to maneuver the caliper, especially this big of a caliper with the metal brake line. It just doesn't let you maneuver it very well. So I finally got it. So I'm just gonna throw the other brake pad in, tighten it all down, and then we should be good. Should be all